Doing bilge pumps again. This time it's for the main bilge under the engine. This is the new bilge pump setup. From the connection here on the previous bilge pump to exiting the bilge, so about 1 metre, there was 7 connections of different hoses and pipes. Most of it was down here with different things. Because our bilge is quite deep, because it's in the bottom of our keel. So I'm making this up so I can put it down, it'll rest on the bottom of the bilge, and then I can bolt it up the top here, so then that sits down there. And the idea behind this is we've got one more float switch. There's a float switch there, and that's going to operate the bottom pump. That's the main pump that does all the work for day-to-day operation. Now if that's not keeping up, then there's a serious issue, because that's at 1100 gallons per hour, so it's still pretty decent. Then there's going to be another float switch up here, so if the level gets up to here and this isn't coping, then this is the big bilge pump. This is a really heavy duty Johnson 2200. I've got an adapter for that to come out. All the pipes will go up, all the wiring will go up. But the idea behind this is I can put it down into the bilge, bolt it in, and then it's done. And then if I ever need to service things, just unbolt it, haul it out. Sort of a trial and error type thing. But just being such a deep bilge, it's just, I thought it'd be quite nice to just have it as a unit. You just drop it down. Each one of these different pumps has a recommended outlet hose and head pressures and things, so they can pump at their maximum without being loaded up. This is designed to have a 1-inch or 25mm hose. The existing ones had a 38mm hose on where it should have been only a 1 inch. The poor little pump is not very efficient, so I'm reducing all that down, putting new bilge pumps in, all new wiring, all new switches, fuses, auto manual off bilge pump switches with alarms on them. So there'll be one for each of these, so when they operate you'll get a little tone, little alarm will go off. So I don't know if anyone's got any easy ideas of putting this bilge hose on. I think the issue doesn't go on, it does not want to go on, but I think the issue is, like, I've got 1.25" or 32mm. So you buy an 1.25" pipe or 32mm pipe, and then you buy an 1.25" fitting, but one of them's made 32 and one's made 1.25". I think there's a slight difference. So trying to get it on just pisses me off. Been trying to heat it up, bit of detergent, and it still doesn't want to go on. So I'm just going to heat the shit out of it now. I heat it right up, but then it gets really soft. This ribbing makes it nice and strong and doesn't kink. The plastic in between heats up a lot, but the ribbing doesn't. So I'm trying to heat it up enough now that the ribbing actually becomes soft.
Are you feeling confident?
No. See what I mean? Like, I got no push. It just does not want to go on, and then it just damages the hose. Oh, it just drives you nuts. Nothing straightforward. Yeah, see, it cools down so quickly. Yeah, that's cooling it down, that's making it harder.
Yeah.
The hairdryer is not strong enough. Oh, there we go.
Piece of piss.
That is the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo!
Took me like 15 minutes of trying, and then 15 minutes to do it when you find the right tool.
Is it ready to go in the hole?
Well, just cable tie these up to about there somewhere, and then I can probably hopefully drop it in.
Are you confident it's going to fit?
No, I haven't actually tested it. It fits that way, so
Yeah.
nothing else is wider than that really.
Yeah.
So theoretically. Like a glove. Woohoo! Doing really well actually. It's all bolted into place down there now. So now it's time in the bilge. Now it's time to climb in and remove all the old hoses and run the new ones over to the skin fittings. You know, it's actually a little bit scary. It's chopping these hoses off and the water's just there. I did check to make sure they're above the water line.
Okay, so I am delighted to announce that we are sailing. We have not used the boat in 4 months, and here we are on the water.
Oh, and it feels good. We are sailing. We're doing 6 knots. We've got pretty much a reef in the main and a reef in the head that's blowing 15 or 16. We're still doing 6 knots.
We're heading to Sandhills for the night tonight, and then we'll just see how we go tomorrow night. But it was, I'll be honest, it was a little bit sketchy leaving the marina. We had a little bit of a cock up. Kieran had the steering completely locked when he thought it was straight, and when he reversed out, we almost clipped our neighbour's boat. Like, I honest to God think we missed it by that much. The anchor almost took the stanchion off. Oh my God, it was so scary. My heart was like in my mouth.
We've got a real horrible sort of short, straight, choppy sea that's sort of just forward of the beam, and it comes up and hits the bum around, and then we start to round up. Doing alright though. Here's the boss.
Here comes another one.
You can't even see them in the camera. You alright? Can we have a go?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a bit of a fun sail. We've just dropped the anchor and having a sundowner beer because the sunset's starting to happen behind me. She's a bit of a wild anchorage still. It's sort of running up and down the coast, but the anchor dug in really well when the whole boat just came to a flying halt. I don't know what it's blowing. It must be blowing 20 knots, I reckon.
Times like these, it would be handy to have a wind instrument.
I'd love to know how much it is. Yeah. How was that for a first sail in a while, boss?
It was good. I got a little nervous a couple of times just with the waves kicking us around a bit. I think the most nervous I got was leaving the marina, as always. I'll be most nervous going back into the marina too. I know, it's nice to be out in the water. I feel like I'm on holidays.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while. Close to die off, so we'll just see how it goes. We'll have the boat ready to rock and roll if we have to in the middle of the night. Leeann can get up and I'll sleep while she drives us home.
Yeah,
or for another anchorage. We're gonna have a beer, bit of a chill out, tuck in under the Dodger because it's nice and cozy under here, and watch the sunset. You got my sunshine?
Okay.
So she's a bit of a rolly sleep last night. We survived and we didn't drag or anywhere. The anchor stuck and the wind swung around to the southwest, which blew us sort of a bit of a lee shore, to be honest. So she's a bit rock and rolly. We ended up sleeping in the saloon just because it's way less movement than up in the V-berth. It's time for a coffee. Whew. She's fresh.
Had sick last night, I think. Maybe a bit seasick. I don't know. Just nauseous. My stomach was like churning. I was like, but I didn't get sick. I was fine. Just had a peppermint tea. We had dinner. I feel fine today.
I don't know if I want to fancy another night sleeping here like this.
No, I think we should move.
And it's supposed to be blowing more southwest. So today, because I don't know if you probably remember, well, it feels like ages ago, but in the video form it's probably going to be last week. We sealed up the tow rail on the port side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all been done and it works really good. Sort of, it's been 6 months since we did that, I think.
Yeah.
This boat doesn't back very well, being a big full keel. so she doesn't like backing. So the neighbour's gone out for the weekend, so we're going to spin around, back the boat in, fix the starboard side. It's going to be fun and games.
We also discovered something that came a little bit of a shock
And a bit of a surprise.
and a surprise. But we're excited to see that we're going to have a little family member in February 2021.
Yeah, due in the hottest month of the year.
Yeah.
So, but we have an aircon unit and we'll be okay. Once we get to that stage, I think hopefully we'll have the boat at a stage where it's comfortable. Everything's working, gonna get hot water, gonna get the shower working, gonna have
a compost toilet.
We're gonna upgrade to a composting toilet, which we'll probably go into more later, but that just means that Leeann doesn't have to leave the boat to walk up to their facilities to use the toilet up there and leave the baby unattended. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So how do you feel?
I'm still coming to terms with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like, I feel like a bit of pressure to try and get the boat in a state where it's safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
So, but we'll get there and we'll be all good.
Yeah, let's do this.